Hello, Vanessa Stegner here. I'm going to do a really quick talk with you about personal development. I am excited to share this information with you. I'm going to make it short and to the point. Hopefully, if you know me, that's probably not true, but I'm going to try. Okay, so what is personal development? What does that even mean? Have you even ever thought, there's a hair, weird hair. Have you ever thought about that before now? Probably not. I was a homeschool mom who I loved Jesus and I loved my kids, and I would listen to, church services, and that's great personal development, but that's about all that I limited my life to, was just listening to really great ministers who usually have a really good message, and fill me and give me motivation and encouragement. Personal development is probably the best side effect maybe of growing a Young Living business, is because it is something that you really don't realize that you needed until after you start doing it. And so I want to encourage everybody watching this to make this a part of your daily routine. So it's just as much as you're working on other things like physically talking to people, developing you is actually the biggest part of success. It's the biggest part of success, because if you're not someone that someone wants to follow or feels confident in knowing that you know who you are and you can confirm your identity, like, who am I? Who is this girl? Does she have it all? Does she, have something that I want to be a part of? Not does she have it all together, because nobody's got it all together. That's a lie. I'm not telling you to be fake. I'm still want you to be vulnerable, because people love vulnerability. They love seeing the real you, but also know where you need to grow and tell people about it. Say, I just read this book and I realized that I've been doing XYZ wrong in my entire life. Okay. So personal development with growing a Young Living business will be something that will stick with you for life. When I started doing that is when I started to see areas that I needed to work on. Things that I needed to change in my mindset, things that I needed to change in my time, in the way that I managed my time, all came from personal development. So what is personal development? How do I do that? What does that mean? So it's not like working out. It's not physical fitness. It is like character fitness. It's like taking care of who you are and listening and learning about how to be a leader, how to grow business, how to make great relationships, how to have a good attitude, how to shake off negative mindsets that have been placed on you from childhood about poverty, the way that we think about money, the way that we think about growth, the way that we think about people. All of those things fall under personal development. And I can't stress this enough. I did grow up hearing names like John Maxwell. My dad's a pastor, and so, you hear that in leadership meetings and things like that, but I never took it to heart for myself for how I could personally use those things until I owned it. This is me. I've got to change me if I'm going to grow. So I'm going to give you a few resources on how to do that. Every day you should be filling up. You can't pour from an empty vessel, okay? If you're trying to pour out into the world, maybe you don't have a team yet. Maybe you don't have a group of followers yet, people that are on your team that are passionate about Young Living and want to do this, but maybe you have a few people that have signed up and you want to love them well. If you don't pour into you, this is for anybody. You don't even have to be a business builder for this talk to make sense. Just as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, if there's nothing going in, then there's nothing coming out. Not anything good anyway. Like, the sludge at the bottom might be what gets dumped out on people, because you're not pouring in fresh, new ideas, fresh, new encouragement. And so that is what personal development is. Trisha, our diamond leader at this time, she might be crown diamond by the time you watch this, who knows? She had a really great talk in one of my favorite resources for personal development, just because it's encouraging. It's called the 12 Days of Diamonds on Facebook. It's a group that anybody can join, where you can hear different diamonds tell their stories, tell their biggest tips, the things that they grew in. But she talks about this being her Achilles heel. And she did all of the things, and you can do all the things right. You can share on Facebook, and you can have great posts, and you can, do the work of it, the busyness of it. But once you work on you, that's when things will, and she has this cute little tagline. She needs to trademark it. I thought all of that personal development was hokey pokey, but I did the hokey pokey and I turned myself around. And so that was so true when she started pouring into her. So same with me. The first time that I really felt like I got and I would listen to other people, but it was a non-Young Living person, Eric Worre, and I went to a GoPro seminar. okay? So I was one of those people, went to a seminar. Y'all, I'm telling you, you've got to develop yourself. John Maxwell talks about it all the time. But he said something about going pro, deciding that this is what I was going to do. And once you make the decision, that's when your mindset will shift that there's no other option for me. This is what I'm doing. This is the option that I have. And so I'm going to go for it. So that was one thing that I did. So here's some resources. I don't want to keep this video too long. On Facebook, the 12 Days of Diamonds is a great group. It's free. It's not really personal development. It's more stories and encouragement. But if you need some encouragement on what this looks like long term, what this looks like for people that started with nothing, go in there and watch some of those videos. The other is the Happy Hangout. That's the one that Trisha did to really get the good oilers. And she came to me at convention and was like, Vanessa, I have this idea. I'm in this Happy Hangout group and I think I figured out how to do this for me. And I want you to help me with it. And so that's when we came together and really made this gel. And that is a Facebook group. It's a paid group that you pay to be in. But it's when you pay for something, it actually makes you value it more. So if you are paying for something like that, you're going to actually glean more from it. There are lots of books, but there are also lots of free things too, like podcasts. Lindsay Teague Moreno, I think that's, yeah. She has a podcast called Boss Up. And it's about network marketing, being a leader, being a mompreneur, like you're a mom. It's really tailored towards us, the ladies in here that are doing this and raising families. And that's free. You can download that. She also has a really great book about sharing on social media. It's called Getting Noticed. It's a really easy read, real small. So those are some resources there. Eric Worre's GoPro book is amazing. Any of those kind of events when they come into town, like Mastermind, Entrepreneur's Dilemma is a book by, Darren Hardy. Daryl or Darren, one of those, you'll find it. It's a great book just to shift your mindset. Strength Finders. If you've never done Strength Finders, it's another thing to help you figure out what you're good at. What am I good at? What do I need to work on? Instead of trying to come up with a whole new skill set, let me do what I'm great at and get people to help me with what I'm not good at. And that's how the Good Oilers works, people. Okay, and let's think of some other ones. The Energy Bus is a great book just to get you motivated about how to create a culture that you want to be a part of, people that you want to work with. Anything by John Maxwell is top notch on great attitude, building relationships. He's got one about the 15 invaluable laws of growth, how to grow yourself. And one of my favorite quotes from that book is about you and about me and about how we might want to grow to a level 10 in our life, in our family, in our marriage, in our relationship, in our community, in our business. But if we don't work on our self-esteem, we don't work on knowing who we are, and we don't start to build ourselves up, we'll never outrank where we feel like we are in our self-esteem. Or if we want to grow to a 10 in our business and everything, but we only believe in ourselves to a level 5, you'll never get past that. And that's one of the most boom for me. So work on you. The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. Any of these books, you guys, they are amazing to get you started. I'm trying to think of some other ones that other people have mentioned. Yeah, I think those are the Stephen Covey, any of those, so just even if you wanted to go on audiobooks or go to there's a app called Overdrive. If you want to check them out from your library, you can check out audiobooks for free and listen to them for free from your library to get you started, just to get yourself filled with information and things that grow you, things that make you more of the person that you're created to be. Here's my last tip. If you feel like you're not growing your business, or you feel stuck in your marriage, or you feel stuck in your family, this is all encompassing. Are you someone that people want to follow? Are you someone that someone would like to be married to? Would you like to be married to you? Would you like to be the mother? I'm trying to say that in the right way. Would you like you to be your own mother? Think about those things and get perspective and figure out and pray over it. God, grow me in this area. I want to be better at communication. I want to be better at loving people well. I want to be better at connecting with people in their needs. I want to be better at managing my time and about being a good steward of my time. So those are some of the things that personal development will cover. And I'm telling you, when you start doing this, all the rest starts to fall in line. You'll be someone that other people want to follow. You'll kick negativity to the side. All of the things will mesh together when you start working on you. So it's worth starting. It's worth trying. Ask around. Ask on Facebook, hey, what's your favorite personal development book? And get some ideas and start somewhere. Just start pouring in and listening, and then you'll be able to pour out more. Okay? That's it. That's personal development in 10 minutes.